Hey, Andy here from builderhottub.com. In this video, we're going to catch up with Francisco from Chile and see how he's getting on with his DIY hot tub. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Hey Andy, and welcome to what I think is going to be the penultimate update on this build. And man, is it looking gorgeous. Once they set up the tiles mid-net last week, it's just been looking amazing. Let me show you where we are. So as you can see, all the tiles are done. I have this cover in, which was very timely because we had some weather last night, and until half an hour ago this was full water. It took forever to get out, so I'm gonna have to figure out a system for that. Maybe recover that water somehow. You can see that we have some the planters full now. We're hoping these plants will go maybe all the way up to here. I don't want them to start shedding leaves into the top. The deck is complete. The stairs are complete. The fire pit is just missing the tiles, which I've already bought, so hoping to finish that this weekend. You can see it's all rusty, and I'm really liking how this looks, so I'm gonna coat this probably with a few layers of polyurethane to keep this color intact, and it should match the color of the tiles. We have the famous coil in here. It's not pretty. It was really hard to bend in the exact size that we wanted, but I'm happy to say that it works pretty well. It is heating up the water, though I think I'm being a little shy with the amount of firewood that I'm using, so next time I'm going to try it with substantially more of this. But the water was coming in at 18 Celsius and coming out at 25 Celsius, which is a nice difference, right? I'm not sure how much wood I'm going to need. It's probably going to be a lot, so I need to build a firewood rack. The other thing that's working really well is this whole hot pressured air system. If you remember, behind this metal plate, there's a small 5 centimeters thick air chamber, right? And at the bottom is pretty much sealed. So, but it does have entries from the outside of the deck. So what happens is that as soon as the metal plate gets hot, that air is pushed upwards, and then into the fire through these holes, and that helps make a more efficient combustion, which means less smoke. So you can see after half an hour, which is roughly what I've seen in similar projects on YouTube, this starts working really well. What else do we have here? So I had this built by the contractor. I'm not sure I'm ever going to need it, but I thought if I'm going to have those connectors there, I might as well have some access built for them. If I ever need to access this, it means I need to change the coil. That means that I'm still going to have to pull the whole thing out, so it doesn't really matter, but I thought it, since we're here, right? Over here we have our little cap with 2 thermometers. You can see there's some cleanup still that I need to make, but these are essentially the 2 thermometers I'm using. One for the inlet and one for the outlet. That's what helps me figure out how much the coil is actually heating up the water. I still want to isolate these pipes. I think that'll improve the performance. And finally, the stairs. This is what's protecting all of the equipment. It's pretty heavy, but I can still lift it on my own, one person, not a big issue. But I do need both hands, so bear with me 1 second. All right, so here's all the equipment. Well, most of it. So you can see that the filter cap's out and there's some glue there. So unfortunately, FedEx wasn't really kind on this when they delivered it, and it was cracked in there. I tried with the toughest glue I know, it didn't work. So Andy was kind enough to send me a replacement, which should be here in a couple of days. You also notice that there's an open pipe here. This is where the blower should be connected. The problem I had when testing this is that that check valve is not strong enough to hold the water pressure. There's probably about a meter of column of water above, and so I got water into the blower, and when I tried it, the jumper went off. So I'm gonna have to build a siphon somehow. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it over there on the other side, outside of the stairs, because I do need to go above the water line. Not sure I told you, but when I was drilling the pole to build this wooden structure, I drilled a pipe. You can see that splatter over there. That is resin, epoxy resin that I used to cover it. It worked very well. What I didn't notice is that I had another one. So when I started filling in the tub, water started coming out of there. I left this on purpose to show you how I fixed it. So essentially what I did is this little cup with silver tape, and then added about 3, I think, coats of epoxy resin, and that worked perfectly. So now you can just peel these off and you'll have a nice little I don't know, sculpture there to remember your mistake. What you see here, this is resin, this is not water. You can see it doesn't spread out. It's dry. So yeah, if you do happen to drill your pipes, well, there's a solution. Just make sure you measure twice, or maybe 3 times before drilling anything. That was my big mistake. The rest, so this small pump, this is the one I'm using to recirculate water through the coil. This is the main pump, which for now I have connected to a Wi-Fi relay. Unfortunately, the pump didn't come with the AMP connectors that you need to plug it into the spa pack. And I don't know why, I just couldn't find any in Chile, so I had to order them from the US through Amazon, and they should be here next week. You can see that things are still a little messy here. I've been mainly on test mode for now. Let me show you what's in here. It's not easy to walk around there. Alright, so what I have, this is the Wi-Fi relay. Still need to lock it there. 4 channels that I'm using for, right now I'm using for the 2 speeds of the pump, and another one for the LED. I'm planning on using them only for lighting the whole deck. This is a 12 volt, I think, power source, DC, that feeds the pool's LED adapter. This is the Balboa Wi-Fi module that goes into the spa pack. The problem that I'm having with this is that inside this waterproof case and inside the staircase, there is no Wi-Fi reception, or it's very weak. So I need to figure something out. I think where you see the filter cartridge over there, I can place a Wi-Fi hotspot. And hopefully that'll solve it. But the problem is that obviously you have the waterproof case, you have a wooden staircase, you have a wall of reinforced concrete, you have a large mass of water, and then another wall of concrete Oh, and the Wi-Fi signal is going to have to go through all of that. That's just not going to happen. So yeah, I need to put some sort of repeater around that area. I think that's going to solve it. The last thing that I want to show you is the main electric box and what I have over here. So I have all this jumpers at the top. The one on the left is the main one. The second one, the biggest one, 40 amps. That's for purely for the SPA pack, and the other two are for other smaller circuits. This transformer is for the electric, the solenoid valves that I have in here. That'll help recirculate the water, send it through the through the coil, or fill up the tub, or just water the plants on the other side. Those are all AC relays, and one more Wi-Fi relay that controls essentially the solenoid valves, and that's it, right? So lessons, man, design. It was really hard to get in here and wire and pipe all this, because the space was not meant for that. Remember, initially we were going to put the control room somewhere around here, but no one liked that, so we thought of it when the concrete had already been poured and I had all of my pipes exiting in the same space around here. That was very uncomfortable to work with. I'm happy to say though that with all the hundreds of connections here, you know, threaded and thermal and cement, I just had 2 leaks, and there were just 2 of the double threaded unions that were not tight enough. So that makes me very proud. What's missing? Well, the filter. I need to clean the pipes. I'll talk about that in the next video. I'll save the inside of this for the big reveal, hopefully next week. And that is pretty much it. Over to you, Andy, and thanks so much for all your help and guidance. Cheers, guys.
Francisco, thank you ever so much for that update. Wow, what a transformation. That's looking absolutely fantastic. And the fact that you think it's your penultimate video means you're super close to actually getting in that tub itself. So really looking forward to the update. Good luck with the rest of the build. Changing out that filter, which unfortunately got a little bit of a crack in it on the transit there. You'll have that up and running in no time. That siphoning as well, just to make sure that that water doesn't end up flowing back into the blower, because the check valve's just not been able to take the pressure there. But Francisco, fantastic looking build. Really, really pleased with you. Can't wait for the next update. As always, if I can help you with your hot tub build in any way, please do get in touch. Hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you on the next video. If you've liked this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.